Mobley's been on an absolute tear recently, and I think he already has 2 blocks in this game. If I'm counting correctly, I think he's already picked up 2. So he's been crazy. And I tweeted this stat too, and this is what I'm going to be talking about on the playback or on the land during their halftime. They do a segment for like crazy stats. No, I'm just saying I'm going to share it here first. You guys get the first.
But you are leaving at halftime.
Just for a few minutes, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Just to escape. They wanted to talk about Dune. Somewhere I feel like I belong, But no, I'm going to read off this stat. Because this is what they do a segment for like crazy stats. And here it is. I tweeted it a day ago. Evan Mobley is the only player in the NBA this season to have a game with 28 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 blocks, and 2 steals. Only player in the NBA to do that this year. Even if you think, okay, that's a little too specific of a stat, well, let's just look at how many players have scored 28 points, dished 6 assists, and blocked 4 shots in a game. Wemby did it once. Giannis, Kevin Durant, Cade Cunningham, SGA, and Evan Mobley has done it twice this week. So only 7 games of that, and Mobley has 2 of them just this week. He's been unbelievable recently.
Thank you, Mr. Red Pants. It's somebody, it's good to be recognized for my good takes.
Well, yeah, when I saw that AI thing, I started to wonder if Jackson was right.
Listen,
Tough look for our all-star point guard. I wonder how much they paid him for that. Tim Chalamet merchant.
Listen,
it's true.
Honestly, Tim Chalamet, he can only do so much, and he's on a heater. It's not his fault. Paul Atreides is literally the most boring character of all time. So
okay,
not his fault. But he has a real character like Bob Dylan. You can see how good of an actor he is.
Real character Bob Dylan.
Nobody's ever said Bob Dylan's not a real character. Okay,
it's true.
That's a fact.
Well, you know what? With all that said, Cavs up by 20 already, 33-13. This team is just a bulldozer right now.
Yeah, wish we saw how that happened, but that's fine.
Yeah, we saw most of it. It was Max Strus going crazy. Oh, in and out right there. Oh, RJ Barrett. Here's Mobley looking confident, bringing the ball up the floor.
Good
and a kick out.
Tyson. There you go.
Nice.
Need that.
Ooh, man. Evan Mobley with the playmaking. That's one thing this season. He's had such a breakout on like every aspect of the game, but he's actually averaging fewer assists this year than last year. Part of that's, the minutes per game and everything, but still, I've been waiting for that playmaking to start popping, and I feel like it has recently.
I think he's had a pretty good playmaking season. It doesn't really match the eye test. Good leak out, good pass. That's
foul. All right.
There you go.
Nice. And what's a big part of getting Hunter, real quick, just one quick point. He's athletic. He's one of the most athletic dudes on the team, and we were missing that on the bench. Oh, we lost Jackson. But yeah, Merrill is a good rebounder. I think that's what he's a decent rebounder for his position. I think that's what Jackson was about to say. He fights. He's smart. He boxes out. He has a good eye for the ball. So I'll let Jackson take this because I think you were about to say that.
He does a good job of I think he's a good positional rebounder. Like I don't think he has a great nose for the ball, but if you need dirty work done, like Sam is going to try to do the dirty. So he will box out.
Yeah. For his size, he does well, and I think he's a good positional rebounder. And honestly, he's one of the guys who understands that rebounding really is, it's a team thing. The gang rebounding, stuff like that. Like he gets involved on every play. He doesn't have the physical gifts to really grab every rebound, but he's down there every time.
Great help defense from Hunter there. Did a really good job of just coming over and affecting that shot.
So I mean, look at that 7'2" wingspan, the athleticism to get that high on the jump and the lanky arms. I know Mikey McNuggets pointed this out. Outside of like Dean Wade, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen, the Cavs don't have guys who can get up and contest a shot like that.
Dean Wade doesn't really get up and contest shots.
But he just has long arms. It's hard to shoot over him.
He's a really good position. Like he's always in the right position.
Sam.
There you go, Sam.
Oh my
Classic
goodness.
Sam shot there.
Sam Merrill has been on fire.
41-15. We are entering Bulls territory. Well, you were not here yesterday. Bulls. Did you see
I
the Bulls
saw.
Pistons? Yeah,
I saw
we
some
watched some. It
screenshots.
was good stuff.
Was BG here?
He was here.
Man, this is reminding me of that first quarter against Minnesota, though, where even when they got open looks, just missing everything. Uh oh. Okay. All right. Well, can't win them all.
You tweeted out the link and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure if we got too sidetracked in the beginning.
I tweeted it. I remember to tweet it as soon as the stream actually came up because we did get sidetracked. Mm-hmm. So thank you for asking.
We saw that yesterday. Talking about they played the Sixers yesterday. That was like Scotty just tried to get underneath the free throw line above the restricted area for that little push shot the whole fourth quarter. So not surprising to see him attempt that shot there. Bad foul from Hunter.
Yeah,
5 fouls in the first game. A lot of just being super overly aggressive in a way that isn't always productive. That felt like the same type of foul there where he's just kind of jumping without spatial awareness for what all is happening around him. But, you like the effort.
Ooh. All right. Hey, 41-17. Can't really ask for much more than that. Just destroying the Raptors, and basically everything they've done has felt really easy. Defense has been bone crushing. Max Strus, Sam Merrill lighting it up. Jalen Tyson has the 3 as well. Everything's just looking good for the Cavs. So,
is your stream really choppy?
Yeah, that slow mo was it looked like a 2000s
so choppy.
Some cheesy 2000s slow mo from those old movies. That's what it looked like right there.
Yeah. Just going through some stats here because we missed some stuff. Max Strus, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists on 4-7 shooting in the first quarter. All of those were 3-point attempts. Sam Merrill has 9 points, the Cavs' second leading scorer on 3 of 5 shooting. Again, all 3-point attempts. Mitchell has 7 points on 1 of 4 shooting. Garland has 4 points, 3 assists. Evan Mobley has no points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Hasn't taken a shot yet. Hunter has 4 points, 3 rebounds on 1-on-1 shooting, and Tyson has 3 points on 1 shot attempt. Cavs as a team are shooting 47.1% from 3. That's 8 of 17. So pretty good stuff there. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can't ask for much more of how they're playing right now. Just straight out the jump. No playing down to your opponent. No, how many times last year did it feel like the Cavs were sleepwalking through the first 2 quarters, even the first 3 quarters? Then they'd have to rally back in the fourth. This year, there's been so many playback streams where it's over. First 5 minutes, the game's over because the Cavs, it's a Cavalanche immediately. Yeah.
Cavs LQ, good to see you back here.
Yeah, Cavs LQ, you abandoned us. We saw you in the land playback chat. Appreciate you coming back.
That was hurtful, but thank you for returning home.
You did betray our trust, but it's all
right. The prodigal son, we will always accept you back.
I can't say too much because I am quite literally joining that stream at halftime, so I can't.
Yeah,
I can't really be too harsh on you.
But we may not even let Tony back because he's just will not stop talking about Dune.
You guys are going to close the doors on me. Do I mention Dune in the other stream? We'll have to see. I haven't thought about how
honestly
I could squeeze
mention it in the other stream because we don't care about it here. We're done.
I'm going to join back when the game's ending.
Tomorrow you do your own stream and you can talk about it the whole time. I'd prefer you not to because I'd like people to keep coming back to the streams. But if you want to, you can. Well, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
If nobody got me, I know Jared Allen got me. That's all. All right, Sam Merrill, good cut.
Yeah, I mean, if Jared Allen was in the stream talking about it with you, I think that's one thing, but that's certainly not what's happening.
Someone just screamed, "Yeah, Sam." I couldn't tell who it was, but same. Has Sam Merrill ever dunked in a game? I'm gonna say no, right?
I don't think so.
Felt like he might explode to the rim right there on that cut. The way he came down the
He
lane.
might have dunked in the G League. I feel like he has.
I mean, he's 6'5".
Yeah, he's not small.
So he could definitely dunk. Let's see. I'm going to type in Sam Merrill dunk. And let's see what pops up. Sam Merrill, 15 points, 1 dunk, full highlights on YouTube. This was on the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's see if I can find the dunk. Oh, on Peyton Pritchard here. I'm going to be a boomer and try to show it to you guys. Bang!
I wouldn't say on Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, it was all over him.
With Peyton Pritchard in the vicinity.
No, it was he posted him, put him into the dirt. Honestly, good for Sam.
I mean, every time Sam doesn't dunk, Donovan brings it up, and I'm like, at a certain point, Donovan, I feel like you're just being mean. Like, we get it. He can't dunk. But Donovan, you dunk like 3 times a year, so I'm not sure. Like, do you have room to talk here?
Well, this year he's brought it back. It's still only a couple times, but he's brought the thunder on him.
Yes, he did. That one dunk on the Celtics was really nice, but like he's not exactly an above the rim player right now.
Evan Mobley has been on his like more talented Andre Drummond path recently with these offensive rebounds off of his own misses. Just saying, I like it. Get that double every game.
You see Tristan and Darius there talking. You have to imagine they're talking about crypto, God. AI, things of that nature.
My young point guard being influenced. It's unbelievable. I watched the video too, not the full thing, but I watched like a moment of it. It looks like the worst. It looks like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Like they're playing on a basketball court that's sideways. Like they're playing the basketball court's like this, but they're playing this way. But the hoop is there.
I just don't understand who it's for.
Like I don't.
Oh Lord, Dr. Manhattan. Yeah, we will. When I leave at halftime, Jackson will be picking up to discuss that for you guys.
We already talked about it. We already talked about it the other day because Dylan was in the chat, who was quote tweeted by.
Dylan got it going
by Donovan. So that's why you got to come here for the CAVS off days for that stuff. Great pass there from Donovan. Great stuff to great finish there.
Yeah, good aggressive take from Evan Mobley right there.
If Anthony Edwards hit that 3, he might have celebrated for 10 minutes afterwards.
Donovan getting aggressive here. Oh, dude, it's so nice being a Cavs fan. Can't think of anything better right now. Look at that great pass. Scotty had no idea where the ball was going, and Evan Mobley showing him how it's done. Scotty Barnes really fallen off after winning that stealing Rookie of the Year and then stealing an All-Star spot. He's really fallen off a cliff. I'd have to say it's only justified. Dang, Donnie. I know the Cavs aren't we looked it up. I don't think they're that bad in free throws, but if we could somehow track technical free throws, they have to be the worst in the NBA, just off my eye test. I feel like they always miss the technical free throw.
I feel like the chat has always been really concerned about free throws in a way that's not really necessary. Well, there's been one time this year that it's actually been a problem.
Well, Evan Mobley missed a tech the other day, and Donovan Mitchell missed a tech the other day. So I wish if we could track that, if we had the percentages on technicals, I'd like to know.
Not sure what to tell you, man.
Well, I just want to.
Darius also. Those were also technicals, correct?
Yeah.
It's
just you can't find that stat anywhere, which is probably a good thing. I don't know who, other than me, I don't know who would be looking for that. All right, good D Cavs.
Pretty deranged people out there. Good rotation by the Cavs.
Yeah.
Good job by Donovan kicking it out of bounds.
Yep. Make sure the opponent can't get it back. It's a good job. Heads up play.
They literally have the ball in their hands right now, Tony.
Yeah, but they couldn't get it under the basket, just kick it out of bounds. It's a smart play from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
200
just basically
IQ.
just like in soccer, kicking it out for the corner. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Here we go. It ended in a Mobley rebound, so it's better for the agenda.
A little bit of a zone here.
Mobley already racking it up. I think John Michaels had 6 boards, 4 assists, 2 blocks already.
Good job. Yeah, good job by Hunter trying to just stay in there, trying to get that rebound, cause him to throw it out of bounds. And whenever you're in a zone, it's always tougher. But yeah, he just has so much length to just rise up over.
All right, Craig, show me something. Show me something, Craig. Here we go. Step back. Hit it. Hit it.
Sorry, I sneezed. Did he hit it?
Well, he hit
Yes
nothing.
Or no?
He managed to hit absolutely nothing, which is impressive in its own way, actually, depending on how you look at it.
Getting conflicting reports from the chat.
Evan Mobley didn't block that, but he absolutely influenced it. So that was another great contest right there.
Yeah, Mobley's playing great, even though probably not going to show up in the stat sheet. But yeah, he's just completely dominated. Would this be his 4th game in a row? He's completely dominated ever since that Celtics game.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his last 3 games entering tonight, it's absolutely insane. He's averaging it's a small sample, obviously, but he's averaging 28, 9, 5, and 3 blocks. 28 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, and I think 1 or 2 steals.
We do need to talk about how stupid the Raptors uniforms are at some point in time.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the throwback court. The jerseys I don't have a strong opinion on. Sam, another one?
There you go, Sam. Listen, when Sam gets going, there's a reason why I'm the number 1 Sam believer, because Sam is going to get going.
This just doesn't even feel fair. When the Cavs finally get Sam Merrill some help like they have this season, it's just, how do you stop the Cavs?
Thank you, Cavs LQ. Yeah, I mean, listen, when Sam has it going, he's a total game breaker. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, his release is so quick. He doesn't need any daylight. He can hit, contested shots. He can hit shots moving away. He's good.
Yeah, 8 threes from Max and Sam. I mean, they are out of their minds so far to start this game. New Splash Brothers, many people are saying. Hit him. Oh, could have been another 3 for Sam right there.
I don't know if the AI algorithm really helped Darius there.
Yeah, he's got to recalibrate, find some new role models for Darius. Don't let Tristan Thompson talk to Austin Carr. That's all I got to say. He might lose it all.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. It's a questionable shot from Craig right there.
Listen, 90% of Craig's shots are pretty questionable.
All right. Don't call it a comeback.
I mean, it's a 24-point game, so I'm probably not going to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, Craig just has some questionable shots. I don't know really how to really talk about it.
For a guy who's not for a guy who's 3-point shooting and really jump shooting in general is a weakness, you'd think he would simplify his shot selection a little bit and take easier jump shots. But he kind of takes the most difficult shots you could imagine.
And it's so weird because it's not like he's well, no one's leaving Sam open, so he has to take some difficult ones. It's he doesn't take the ones where someone's closing out a little late, but if someone's right up on him, he's let me take a step, spin back, and then just release a fadeaway. And you're just why? So just some. I mean, it's just kind of always been a part of his game.
Yeah, it's odd. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Do
All
we
right.
see Luke Travers coming off that bench? Is he available?
Yeah.
Okay, wasn't sure.
Listen, he played for the Charge the other day. He's back. Luke is
Well, no,
back.
I just meant is he available to play for the Cavs today because he could have been on assignment or something. Sometimes the two-way guys aren't available.
All right. We got to talk about this bad jersey. For starters, the Raptor is in like the Vince Carter pose.
Okay.
Which is really corny because Vince Carter wanted out of like Toronto. Like, you can retire his jersey, it's fine, but I don't think you need to like.
Peace.
Yeah, it's fine. They made peace, but you don't need to like change your logo to honor, like, do a logo that honors him and wear it on your jersey. Like, I don't think LeBron deserves a statue. LeBron was here for 11 years and won a championship.
You want to give LeBron a statue?
Of course. But like I'm not gonna give him like, the logo as well. And then
I would.
No.
But he's a whole different tier compared to Vince.
Yeah. That's what he's a whole different tier.
They could name us the Cleveland twice. They could name us the Cleveland LeBrons, and I'd be like, let's do it.
Like, he left
the Cleveland L trains.
At this rate, he's gonna have played more years as a Laker than a Cav at some point.
Yeah.
So it's like, we don't need to, make a logo out of him, and like that's what they did. And also the jersey that they're wearing is just a jersey with a Raptor doing the Vince Carter thing in another jersey. And the throwback jerseys suck anyway. So it's like an homage to a sucky jersey.
He saved the spiciest part for last. I like the throwback jersey.
They're so bad. They're so bad. They're awful.
I respect your opinion.
Like the purple in the front, the black in the back. It's not good. So, I think that if you wanted to have a purple jersey, that's fine. But I don't think that's like. I'm okay with the color combination. It's just I think the jerseys are bad. So it's just bad on like multiple levels for me.
Okay. Typically, I don't like the dual color jerseys where like the front is different than the back. But I kind of the purple and black works. I think it's one of the few color. I mean, black obviously goes with anything, but it's one of the few jerseys that I've seen. I'm trying to think of other examples of teams that have done
nobody else does. I mean, it's like an all-star gimmick.
Yeah. Other teams have experimented with like the different color shorts and jerseys.
Like the Wizards had the gold jerseys and the black shorts.
Yeah, it never. I mean, those are all right too. But yeah, I don't know. I like the Toronto ones.
So, anyways,
these ones are a little. I don't know the logo, the Raptor logo maybe looks a little awkward on the front there, but I think it's all right.
I'm fine with like the Raptor logo where he's dribbling. I think that's sweet. I just don't like that it's like the Vince Carter thing. And Vince Carter like famously wanted out and didn't win anything.
Oh, what just happened?
Did we just skip backwards?
We just went back in time.
That's great. Nothing we can do about that, guys.
All right, yeah. Here's the All-Star rosters. What do you think about? It's very clearly a rigged draft, right? They rigged it for the young guys, the old guys, and the international stars, plus Donovan Mitchell.
I don't know, man.
I feel like they did, but I also just don't care if they did or not.
If they rigged it like that, then it would have just been better if they clearly said that. Hey, we're going to have the old man team, the young guys team, and the international team. I think that would have gone over pretty well. Like, oh yeah, that makes sense. As opposed to like maybe kind of like that. So I don't think it's rigged. I think that's just how it broke out when you have some irrational actors picking teams. Yeah. So like, I like what do you like? I love inside the NBA, but I'm not going to act like the rational people with the basketball takes, so,
no, it's very chaotic. I think the end result is cool, so I really don't. It doesn't matter to me if it was rigged or not. I like the idea of the young stars, the old stars, and then I would just the fact that Donovan Mitchell's on the All International team is funny to me.
And Trae Young.
Oh yeah, Trae Young's there now too. Or no. Oh yeah, because he's replacing Giannis. Yeah, sorry. I got confused there for a moment. DG. All right, RJ Barrett was
good take from
tough
RJ.
to contain. Yeah, he was tough to contain that last time we played them.
Didn't play yesterday.
That was a while ago.
Did he play yesterday? I'm not sure. I don't think he played yesterday.
Not sure.
A 12-2 run to cut it to an 18-point deficit.
And that's what they've done so well. When you jump out on your opponents like that at the start, you build such a
really bad stuff there from Tyson.
You build such a cushion for yourself that you can afford to have a little bit of a lull.
Good job, Craig.
At one point. Nice.
We're talking about Craig being a bad defender. Bad defender. His nose for the ball is elite. If you put the ball in front of him, he's gonna find a way to hit it.
Fantastic job to break that up.
Do not show Craig the ball. He will get it.
Oh, great defense right there from the Cavs. Completely smothering that attempt at a dribble handoff. And then Craig.
Ooh, and one.
Let's go. Craig broke that up better than my ex. Oh. Hope you're okay. The Bro Show.
Yeah, great stuff from Craig. He just has such a good nose for the ball.
Yeah, I mean, this is LeBron-esque.
I mean, there's things you could say. He has a really good nose for the ball. We don't need to. See, you just take things too far. Unnecessary.
When's the last time you saw a Cavalier chase down a shot like that? Not named Jetty Osman or LeBron. I'll wait.
Yeah, I mean, but there's other players in the league who do that.
But not like
he's not the only one.
Could Craig Porter have completed the block? Could he have blocked Iguodala? Probably. I've been led to believe that Craig Porter Jr. could have blocked Iguodala. Oh, here we go. More Vince Carter stuff.
Who knew that your Dune talk wouldn't be the worst thing that you'd be saying?
Number one is going to be Vince on Alonzo Mourning if they're only doing NBA dunks. That's my prediction. October 15th, 1999. I was, a year old at that point. Lots of 1999 dunks. All right, 360. Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't there that long, so don't exactly have a wide.
Got a couple of years to choose from. Oh, it's not going to show the Vince dunk and because he was on the Nets when he dunked on Alonzo. So no, it's probably not going to be number
he played
one.
More. He didn't play a large portion of his career in Toronto.
No, I just for some reason I forgot that it was only showing Toronto dunks. So you said that. Yeah. All right, that's a good number one. I mean, probably the best in-game dunker of all time.
Yeah.
Certainly the most theatrical. See the only NBA player who's had his jersey retired with his face on the jersey? I would say yes, probably.
I mean, he's doing a dunk that wasn't even in a game.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool.
It was cool, but would it be weird if you did if you retired LeBron's jersey and it was just him doing the block? I feel like that would just look weird.
You could do it. I don't know. I think they don't make haters like they like Jackson anymore.
I'm just wondering. I'm it just doesn't. It's just too much for somebody who didn't even want to be there.
Yeah,
and it's
LeBron is way different. I think the LeBron comp is where we're getting mixed up. Vince, okay, maybe it's a little weird. LeBron is to Cleveland is a little different than Vince to Toronto.
Yeah, I certainly know that, but I'm saying I don't want the Cavs to have uniforms in 15 years that has Sir Cece wearing a LeBron jersey on the jersey. That'd be corny.
That's fair. I agree here. Craig could have done the block, the shot, and the stop. He would have spun before he took that shot on Steph Curry, though.
Also would have created zero separation, but that's neither here nor there.
He doesn't need it.
Stop. Listen.
And he hit the free throw. Let's go. All right, the Cavs just absolutely obliterating the Raptors, still up 23. We'll see if this ends up being a game at any point or if the Cavs are just going to steamroll to another victory. Rebound
Hunter
from
pushing
DeAndre
off
Hunter.
the break.
All right. DG screening for him.
A lot of dribbling from our guy.
See, it was a lot of dribbling, but what's really nice, again, I mentioned on the defensive end, him having the length and everything to, guys can't shoot over him. On the other end, Hunter's one of the few guys that the Cavs have who can actually just shoot over an opponent. Like DG and Donovan can't shoot over 99% of the NBA. Evan Mobley can shoot over guys, but he's not a big
Right.
jump shooter. DeAndre Hunter's like the one guy who they have who can just legitimately take a jump shot over someone.
Yeah, so DeAndre's guarding Scotty right now. So something just watch that matchup. Because that's the type of player that you want to see Hunter be able to easily guard.
Oh, all right. Thought that might be going backcourt for a second, but Craig with the great hands keeps the play alive, and it's moving screen.
A little bit of hands there.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, he uses his hands.
He did. Jared had both hands on Dick right there. That's gonna be a foul every time.
Oh yeah, Cavs LQ. They're really big mistake.
Can't do that.
Part.
Yeah, there's just no weak point on the Cavs defense right now with this lineup. There's nowhere for Toronto to attack. And there you go, a turnover. So no matter who you're going against, even Donovan and Darius, like, yes, they're not as tall, but they both try hard as hell on defense. Great play. I mean, beautiful back and,
this is
consecutive plays right
this
there.
This could be like the Celtics lineup where, you play this lineup a lot where you have your three best players, Hunter and Strus out there. So the first time we're seeing this lineup really. So
Point Mobley.
I mean, you should have a lot of offense out here. Especially if Evan's handling the ball, everyone is a shooter.
Yeah, this is a fantastic lineup. It's just a really fun lineup
True
to see.
4-out lineup.
All right. Ooh.
Yeah,
didn't get a great look there, but
yeah, it was too slow.
Could do that in his sleep.
It was too slow developing, so the Raptors were able to rotate out of it. Mitchell didn't really. Probably should have got the pass out a little. With a little more
defense.
Good job from Darius.
Good move.
Good finish from Darius.
I mean, this lineup is wreaking havoc on them defensively right now.
I wonder if it was one that the AI suggested. Could have been.
Nope, not on Evan Mobley. Kicking it up ahead, DeAndre Hunter just taking the 3-pointer. All right, a little bold, but Mobley gets the rebound, kicks to Garland. Come on. Oh. I need a Mobley triple-double. Oh.
That's a very loud what? From Evan.
I'd like to see a replay of that. He didn't ask for a challenge, though, so clearly he must have hit him.
I mean,
Evan doesn't call for him very often anyways.
He doesn't scream, what? Very often either, so.
Yeah, we might not even see a replay.
Some state-run media here.
Yeah, imagine when Wolf and Ice come back. Thank you for using his appropriate nickname, Dr. Manhattan. When you get Dean out there as another option, Okoro as another option, again, like Okoro really does kind of fill into that, like, that role of like, all right, if we need him, we can use him. Break glass in case of emergency guy on defense. But you already have such a great defensive rotation even without him. So it's just, man, this Cavs rotation is so strong when they're fully healthy. They legitimately have no glaring weakness anymore. And it just feels good. Sure, they don't have like a true backup big, but again, fully healthy, you're getting Allen, Mobley, Wade, or Hunter in the front court at all times.
I mean, teams are going to target Darius pretty relentlessly in the playoffs. So I think that's more of an open. I think that's more of an open question than you are acknowledging now. But that's a conversation for another time. We're not going to see it
teams
against
have a
the
point
Raptors.
guard or a guard that can be targeted on defense. Like
Well,
teams are going to go at Jalen Brunson. Teams are going to go at
and that's
Damian Lillard.
And those are the things that are going to, those things matter. Yeah, they really messed this one up. Those are the things that are really going to matter when you're talking about a team in the Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals. So those are very first world problems, but I think it's fair to acknowledge them. People will target Brunson when it's that late in the playoffs. You're not going to be able to sustain an offense in the first round of the playoffs if you're undermanned trying to go against the Knicks. If you're just able to target Brunson, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be a problem against worse teams.
Yeah.
And you don't expect teams like the Bucks to be there at that point.
Oh, yeah. Darius and Donovan really haven't even been good on offense tonight, and the Cavs have 68 points. Like, maybe my eye test isn't matching the stats, but I feel like Darius and Donovan have kind of sucked on offense so far, and the Cavs are just. I mean, they have 68 points in the first half. This is crazy.
I mean, they've scored 68 points in the first half plenty of times.
Yeah,
they scored 70
twice. With both Darius and Donovan, like, really struggling. It's just
Sam Barrell has 14 points.
Yeah, it's just awesome to see the Cavs, even when their two leading guards aren't really cooking. This team is just a powerhouse on offense.
All right, Tony, get out of here so we don't have to hear any more about.
Yeah. All right, guys. I will be right back. Stay here with Jackson. I'm not encouraging anyone to leave with me. I will be right back.
Stay here.
I'll be joining another stream very, very quickly.
When Tony comes back, that's when we all leave. Okay.
Okay. That's fair. All right. I'll be right back, guys. All
right. Looking at other games that we could take a look at real quick. Sam Merrill's being interviewed. I'll read some scores around the league, see what interests people. Wizards up 87-67 to the Pacers. Magic up 64-59 over the Hornets. Celtics have an 87-73 lead with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 66-48 Knicks over Hawks end of the second quarter. None of these games really excite me. Maybe the Heat have a 10-point lead over the Thunder. Let's check in on the Heat. Yeah, the Wizards are winning. The Pacers played last night on national TV. Pretty bad game. So I'm sure that has something to do with it. And they're playing in Washington, so bad game. Getting on a flight, you're not going to be your best self. So not too surprising. I mean, it is surprising anytime the Wizards are doing anything. All right, so the Heat have jumped out to a little 11-point lead here. Oh, yeah, the Pistons are playing the Bulls again. I missed that. Okay, yeah, 32-32 at the end of the first quarter. Good for the Bulls. Love to see that kind of bounce back. Or you don't have to like the Thunder. Yeah, that was an ugly game last night. We watched some of it. Unfortunately, we jumped in when it was like after the train wreck had already happened. So didn't really get to see what led to it other than the fact that the Bulls couldn't score at all. So yeah. But yeah, I haven't seen the Heat play with their new team of like Tyler Hero, Wiggins. So yeah, they're tied with the Pistons right now at the end of the first quarter. We probably should be watching that. I kicked Tony off. He was talking too much about the sand books, so I kicked him off. You listen. You weren't here from it. He really deserved it. He wasn't. We couldn't get the stream to work for the first like 10 minutes of the game. And then as soon as the game started up, he wouldn't stop talking about Dune. And it was like, Tony, we literally couldn't watch the game for 15 minutes. And now we can finally see it. We got to start talking about the game. But no, he'll be back after halftime. But yeah, really good start here from the Heat. Kind of feisty. Kind of they fit the mold of an Eric Spoelstra team, maybe a little better. Listen, I don't hate when other people have passions. Just like we're talking about the Cavs game. I feel like this Heat team fits the mold of what like Eric Spoelstra's identity a little better. Like, they have to be extra scrappy. They can't rely on like one person to like bail them out. So you sort of need to like be completely bought in. And I think that Eric Spoelstra is going to be able to get some stuff out of them. I don't think they're like going to be like a scary team or anything like that, but I think they're going to be a little more competent. Rank the top 10 coaches in the league. It's a lot of work. What I will say is I think that coaching has a lot more to do with fit and players that are around that coach, So like, I don't know if I think Kenny Atkinson is a phenomenal coach. I don't know if, like he's also on a team that like really fits him. So I think there's an element to it like that where like, I don't know if you drop Eric Spoelstra with a team like the Celtics, does it work as seamlessly? Like there's a lot of factors that go into it. And I think all these coaches are, for the most part, very, very good. So it's tough to just rank them. But Eric Spoelstra would be at if you did do a definitive ranking, I think everybody would have Eric Spoelstra pretty high. And they played in the same a back-to-back, and they played in Chicago both times. That's crazy. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, Jordy Fernandez has done some good stuff this year. But again, as you were kind of saying, with the rosters, can only do so much. Yeah, it would be something that the Bulls split this series, a little 2-game set. Listen, I like Jamal Mosley. I think you got to start asking some questions because they've been pretty bad this year. Playing pretty bad right now. So, anyways, all 30 teams are in action today. It's a crazy day. They were just losing to the. Oh no, they picked it up against the Hornets. They're now up by 10 over the Hornets. Celtics, what are they? They've been doing very bad, the Bro Show. They lost, I think 7 of 9 at one point. Like, things are not doing good. All right, the Spurs are making a little bit of a comeback here, making the game a little more interesting than it was before. Kind of a triple team for JT there, but if you're going to double/triple team Tatum, you're going to have to rotate out because they have too many shooters. if you keep flipping your opinion on a player, it's probably because they're mediocre. And I think Jalen Suggs, he's not bad, but he's also not good either. So maybe not mediocre, but like he's probably not a good like for what they have, they kind of need more. And they need more ball handling. They need somebody who can like really orchestrate an offense better. Um, somebody like Suggs made you better on a team that doesn't need that same level of orchestration. Like if you put Suggs on the Celtics, I think it would be like a perfect fit. But you know, a team that needs orchestration because they just don't have like any type of really good offense, it's like you probably need a little more. I don't know what the Magic are doing. They should have made a move this year because you only have so much time where you have like the cap space and stuff. And I know you want to see your team grow, but it's like, they have to do something. Or you're asking the important questions here. Heard an interesting take yesterday about Scotty Barnes. Scotty is like Aaron Gordon, where he shouldn't be the first option on a team. Instead, be a good third option for him to really thrive, hence scored an impact in Denver. I think Scotty's a little better than that, but I do think the problem, and you watch the Raptors, they have nobody who can ball handle or play make. So I think that they kind of want him to be like the point forward. And if guys like that, it's just like it's really tough to be like the point forward. There's really not that many guys of his size that are like the true point guards of their team. Like even point Giannis, and Giannis is so good. You know, he's not like, I don't think he's like officially playing point guard, but like with the amount that he has the ball in his hands, he's effectively playing point guard. So I mean, it's a positionless basketball, you know. So like he's not officially playing point guard, but he is kind of their main initiator, and that is more of like that's a tough role for him to play. I think he could be the best player on a good team, like provided he continues to grow, but he's not going to be the best player on a good team that doesn't have a point guard and doesn't have a center. Like point guards and centers are still really important, and that's something that Toronto, for whatever reason, has just decided that are not important. Because I think they try to build themselves in the same way that like the Celtics and the Thunder have. But like you look at the Thunder, you have Chet. They went out and got Hartenstein. You know, maybe SGA is not a prototypical point guard, plays more than two. But if you have a dynamic off the ball guard like that, it doesn't matter. Kind of look at the Celtics. Drew Holiday's not like a great prototypical point guard, but when you get, you know, you have somebody like that who's better, and then you also have a lot of you know, ancillary playmakers, and you have a center like Porzingis and Horford as good as Horford was in the playoffs last year. Like those things really matter. So I think that's kind of the whole Raptors problem is maybe if you put a really good point guard and a good center on their team, they'd be good. But like you can't just keep filling holes with like 6'7", 6'6" guys who don't really play defense and aren't like point guards. Yeah, I mean Emmanuel Quickley, I see him more as like a second unit guy. You know, Grady Dick is not a point guard. He's an off-ball shooter. So like I don't know what, you know, until you shore up the point guard position, what are you doing? And then even if you do shore it up, you still need a center. Like they don't have any centers. You can't have a good defense without a good center. Like, or if you do have a good defense without a good center, like it's just really hard. So they don't have any rim protection. it's just this like cascading effect where like you have wings, and wings are very important, but you know, you got to have other things too. It's like, you know, you can have Andrew Luck as your quarterback, but if you have the worst offensive line in the world, you know, Andrew Luck's going to get killed and you're going to have to, you know, he's going to retire. Like if you have a great offensive line and no quarterback, it doesn't do anything either. So like it feels like, and I don't think the Raptors have a great core there with Ingram, Barnes, and like Barrett, but like it's tough to tell because you don't have the center and point guard around them. Listen, I think the Eagles are a more complete team than you're giving them credit for. So, you know, one of the best running backs in the league, really good defense. Those are important too, Dan. But yes. Yeah, Hurts is fine. Moral of the story is, generally speaking, you need point guards and centers. Yeah, I mean, Danny, I think this one is out of reach. Like it's not a good team. You do want a little more breathing room though. So yes, you'd like to see a really good start here. All right, second half is starting. We got a great camera angle for the second half. There we go. Yeah, we kind of talked about it. We talked about it while you were gone, CAVS LQ. I'd rather see Hunter start because you finally have a small forward. You'd like to see them. Sorry, I'm just saying I did talk about it. Sorry, CAVS LQ. That I came across a little rude. But like you haven't had a small forward in forever. So you finally get a small forward. I'd like to start him. And you know what you have with Strus in the starting lineup? You have 30 games to work on the starting lineup with Hunter. And how many games are you really going to get where the core four and Hunter are all available to play? So I would have liked that. But we'll see how this develops. Kenny is slow moving in some of these changes. Good job, Mobley there. Saw the smaller Grady Dick on him and just took him, got the easy basket. Not sure about what happened in that defensive breakdown, but yeah. Also not sure what's up with Tony. He keeps coming in, but then going back out. So not sure what's going on with him, but we'll see. No one can hear you, Tony. Cannot hear you. Probably because he changed his stupid room flare to whatever that is. So can only imagine that's what's holding the technology down. Take 3. Thinks that'll do it.
Okay. Now
there you go, Donovan.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello? I can hear you.
Hello? Okay. Here we go. Just in time. No, that took a little bit longer than we expected. They, their production is much better than ours. I have to say, they do a whole little PowerPoint slideshow at halftime.
Well, Tony, I have a quick question. Do they run a blog as well? And a
you know what? It's
podcast?
A good point.
So
no, I'm just giving credit where it's due. It was interesting. I never even thought of that. But yeah, they do a little PowerPoint slideshow.
Yeah, you can do that because you can share the screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good for them. But
they're doing cool stuff. Can't everyone stay here. support them as well, but support us more. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. They're really cool. And if you ever get sick of us or sick of our Dune talk, they're a good alternative.
Listen, you don't need to leave for Dune talk.
Jackson will just put a muzzle on me at some point.
Listen, I'm going to drive to wherever you live. Even though I don't know the exact locations, but
you'll find me. Just patrol the Chipotle and the Starbucks and Big B. You'll find me eventually.
What are those things? The little things that find the worms. That they have those little devices.
Oh, the thumpers.
Yeah, maybe I can just use one of
thumper.
those.
Whoa!
Good pass.
Oh, that might have been goaltending. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, one.
We get a 3-point play instead. A nice no look from DG right there. Stand outside the Parma Best Buy. I don't think I've ever been to that Best Buy actually.
Oh, I bought my Kindle there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We have there's a Best Buy closer to me, so.
Oh.
It's by Great Northern.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I can't think of a Best Buy by Great Northern.
Well,
Anyway,
I'll have to show you around sometime. Show you the Best Buy locations.
Okay.
All right. Cavs up by 28. This is just, they've been doing very rude things to other NBA teams recently.
They have been.
Oh.
Danny was concerned about the Cavs need to come out with a fast start. I said, Danny, I think they're already dead. The Raptors.
If they weren't, the Cavs are making sure they're double tapping. Here we go. DG, stick them.
Dick left them for a second.
This is absurd. What the Cavs are doing.
Sorry, Danny. I've never misquoted anybody before, so this is an odd thing for me.
Jackson has misrepresented somebody's take. This can't be true.
I believe he said, "I hope the Cavs come out strong."
Okay.
So I said, I don't think they need to, but
so you can't get the Dans in the chat.
Yeah, I was saying it's already over. That's what I was saying.
If the Dans in the chat turn on you, there's no coming back from that, Jackson. So I'd walk carefully here.
I want to stay on the Dan's good side, but I also think that maybe the best way to stay on the Dan's good side is to not stay on their good side. Because
I'm gonna let you figure this one out on your own. I'm not getting involved in these shenanigans. I love the Brandon Ingram mixtape to get the Toronto fans hype. We're down 30, but don't worry, we got Brandon Ingram just around the corner, guys.
Be welcoming him.
Yeah. But yeah, they're trying to get him hype. We don't worry, guys. We're gonna fall to the lottery. Just you wait. I think Brandon Ingram's a fine player. But
I think it's really depressing to introduce him in this setting.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like it's a bad time. Maybe do it at the start of the game or something. I don't know. Yeah.
The Bro Show. I graduated law school, passed the bar, and I work. So, yeah. He looks high all the time.
Brandon Ingram.
Probably, yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why I read that out because I didn't.
I also thought
don't have a good comment on that, but
yeah, he's got the baggy eyes that I think I have baggy eyes too. But that's why cool guy comes in here telling me I look tired all the time. It's crazy. But yeah, it looks like right now if we're keeping up with the other games, because someone mentioned the Thunder. The Celtics are up by 14 against San Antonio right now. The Knicks are up by 8 against Atlanta. Let's see, just box score checking how our boy Niang is doing. He's got 7 points and 3 rebounds in 15 minutes. By the way, not only did Niang have a big scoring game against, I don't even remember who they played. Atlanta, who did they play in his debut? Doesn't matter. Whenever he made his debut, not only did he have a big scoring game, but I think he had 7 rebounds or something. Could you imagine if Niang, listen, he's not the only player who got traded for being out of shape this deadline. So would you imagine if he came out motivated just like Luka and had just went on a revenge tour? Could you imagine?
I think he was in shape. I think he was pretty
much actually in much better shape this year than last
year.
I
think the rebounding is just he's never going to be a good rebounder.
Yeah, well, he's definitely wasn't a good rebounder in Cleveland, but good start in Atlanta so far. Tony, do you remember when we made fun of your age? My memory's bad, so no. Once you get older, I start to forget things. So every time you guys make fun of my age, it feels like the first time. So, okay, Scotty Barnes with the lob.
That's why he keeps coming on here and talking about Dune like he's never talked about it before.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Doesn't know that he's actually talked about it before. Like, hey, I read this book. I saw this.
You guys are joking, but my memory really is bad. All right, Mobley.
I don't think your memory is bad.
Thank you, Jackson.
You bring up stuff. I mean, like you bring up like you bring up obscure Cavs stuff that.
There we go.
Pretty regularly, so
that's a confidence boost right there.
Yeah,
I'll forget that.
I'm just saying, I don't think you have a bad memory. There you go, Jared Allen.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
the little tip pass. You know, it's tough to control.
Yeah.
Listen, the Raptors are not a good team.
Still, though, the fact that the Cavs are up 31 is just it's so sweet, man. Even when you play bad teams, you're not supposed to beat them by 30. So the Cavs are just. I was thinking about it today because I looked and they only have like 30 games left. I think I said that earlier, and I'm just feeling a little sentimental. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be sad when the season's over. This has been one of the wildest seasons I've ever experienced as a Cavs fan. Just pure euphoria on a nightly basis. This team has been so special.
The playoffs.
Trying to soak it all up. Well, we're gonna get the playoffs too, but I'm just saying, like, it's flying by. We're already more than halfway through it. All-star break around the corner.
Golf season.
Yeah. Can't wait for that.
We have to write. Oh. Wasn't his face though.
All right.
But
well, you know what? He did share some AI stuff today, so I'm not gonna play my smallest violin for him today. Yeah, Darius was hitting the head, and he's not getting any sympathy from me this time. Next time I'll be back on his side, but
yeah. And did you see his little documentary was sharing clips from a podcast? Could have shared clips of our podcast.
I didn't see that yet. Which podcast was it?
It was a Spencer's
one?
Spencer's podcast. But I mean, I'm joking because he actually knows Spencer. Oh, is that a pass? It looked like it was off of Allen.
Kenny,
don't. It's a 34-point game. Don't you, Kenny?
Doesn't matter. Situation doesn't change. He's got to treat it. It's the principle.
Kenny, that's rude. You don't need to do that.
No mercy. This is pretty.
I remember the Cavs were playing the Celtics when they were down, like when the Cavs were bad, and like Brad Stevens called a challenge when they were up 30, and I lost my mind in my living room.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, I don't even know why I'm watching this anymore. But like,
it's just mean.
Yeah, it was just an out of bounds too.
Yeah, like this, man.
Are we sure no lead is safe? This one might be safe. I mean, the Pistons lead yesterday was literally safe.
That was crazy. I didn't even see any of the game. I just saw the scores. What'd you say?
What game do you want to check in on?
Oh shoot! I literally had the tab open. Oh no, it's still open. Yeah, that one's probably over.
My face is over this.
Let's see. We got Pacers and Wizards are in a close game, but there's still some time left. We could check on the Hawks if you want. Let's see if Karis or Niang is out there. I don't know if Karis LeVert's even available. Oh, they are. They're both. Well, I don't know if they're on the floor, but they're both playing today. Check in with some old friends.
Oh, can you close the YouTube tab that you have open?
Oh, yeah. Is that messing things up?
That may be why it's running slower. Okay. For me.
I'm trying to close it, right? Or did you get it?
I was able to do it. I wasn't sure if I could. You got excited there for a second.
I thought it was going to be fun. We could watch some Dune together, but
when we tried to do it, it takes a minute to get it all fired up.
Yeah. I forgot how long it takes. All right. Is any of our old friends out there? Doesn't look like it just yet. Just started the third
You
quarter.
missed it. Cat was in fuego yesterday.
Yeah, I
40 points on 20 shots or something like that. It was pretty sick.
I didn't see it, but they were talking about that when I joined the LAN stream at halftime. So yeah, Cat, they were very and honestly I agree. It's looking like New York really knocked it out the park with that trade. Originally it felt like a lose-lose for both teams, but now pretty clearly I think New York has won the Karl Anthony Towns trade. I know it's early, but things have worked out very well for them.
Yeah. I mean, they lost the Bridges trade. But
you could argue that. You could argue that.
I will argue that.
Julius Randle just hasn't been.
Yeah, I mean Randle's bad.
Minnesota.
One of the things that I didn't like is that I felt like it altered their identity, and I think that if you did the Cat trade and kind of kept some of the depth and the pieces, I think you could have got something better than Bridges. But
yeah, I mean, when you
Bridges
look at the price of other guys, they really sold. Or they oversold on Bridges.
Yeah, you could have got. Oh no.
Yeah, it frozen for you. Well. Yeah. Oh, it's back.
Oh, they wanted to save us from Cat scoring. Yeah, I mean, you could have got Cam Johnson. It seemed seemingly for a much more reasonable price. Ooh.
But as for the Cat thing, yeah, I still don't I don't think the Knicks are going to win the championship this year, so I don't think it put them over the top or anything. But clearly, and I'm blaming myself for this as well. Clearly, a lot of us were way too low on Karl Anthony Towns to think that a trade for him and Julius Randle was a lose-lose. Karl Anthony Towns is much better than Julius Randle, it turns out.
I think I was more positive on.
I
had a fear the sword post about how I thought this was a big move for the Knicks.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna have.
Yeah, no, you were on.
We'll need to dig that. We need to dig that up.
You've been a Cat defender.
Listen, I've been a Cat defender until you made me be a Cat hater.
Oh yeah.
So I still have that on my wall. We're waiting. I'm waiting until he gets played off the floor.
I was gonna say he's gonna get played off the floor in the playoffs probably, but Shaqtin' a Fool. There's Shaqtin' a Fool. I just introduced my girlfriend to Shaqtin' a Fool because I feel like that's just natural, and she thinks JaVale McGee is funny. So going back to the classics.
Can't say that's ever come up in my mind that I need to introduce my significant other to that. Nice.
Yeah.
Sam, should have done that. What are you doing?
Yeah, you had a chance. You got to go back and revisit those classic Shaqtin' a Fools. They're not the same anymore. They're not as funny.
I've subjected my now wife to a lot of stuff, so I need to be selective.
Fair enough. The Kendrick Perk. Oh no, the one that got the best laugh was, if you remember, Sam Decker on Houston, fast break opportunity, falls on all fours and dribbles the ball off his own face.
Listen,
that one got a good reaction.
There you go, DeAndre.
3 ball.
I'm just gonna say that whatever this Shaqtin' a Fool thing that you are completely on, I'm nowhere near. You're referencing it like they're Chappelle skits.
Someone in the chat has to be on that Shaqtin' a Fool wave with me. It's great content. But yeah, the ball movement's crazy. Trying to focus on the game a little bit. DeAndre Hunter hitting that corner 3. One of the better catch and shoot players in the NBA this season. I mean, the Cavs are just picking him apart. It's about to be 100-58. Another 3. Nope. Another 3. Come on. Nick Young. Yeah, Nick Young was great. Uh-oh. There you go.
Where's the transition defense, guys?
See, the chat knows what I'm talking about. The Decker one was hilarious. Listen, I feel bad laughing at it, but it's very funny. 35-point lead.
Remember when Sam Decker was a Cav?
Oh, yeah. No, I actually forgot about that till you said it. But yeah, Cavs legend. Oh, I had Hunter open in the corner. JaVale McGee. Yeah, JaVale McGee was a classic.
The Akron still had the PGA Tour tournament when Sam Decker signed. And Jason Day was playing. And I don't think he actually is a Cavs fan. I think he's more like a LeBron fan who went to a couple of games. But my friend was like, "You should ask Jason Day what he thinks of the Cavs signing Sam Dekker." I was like, "No, I'm not gonna yell that out."
Who's Sam Dekker?
Who's Sam Dekker? He's a white guy from Wisconsin.
Let me see the bro show. I'm gonna guess that's it, but it's not. The thumbnail didn't load for me. My computer's moving slow.
It's tough for us to watch videos and keep streaming. Just a FYI.
Can't wait for Dean to come back either.
Oh, Jarrett,
that is the play, by the way. I pulled it up on my phone.
That is when you know the game is officially over.
Did Jarrett take a three?
Yeah.
Hell
Listen,
yeah, Jarrett.
even Tristan Thompson has hit threes.
Yeah. Anybody can do it.
Remember when Jarrett took 2 threes at the beginning of games last year? He did that twice last year.
Yeah, remember there was growing momentum on Cavs Twitter that everyone talks about Evan Mobley being the stretch four, but could it be Jarrett Allen who becomes the stretch big? And I was like, you know what? He's a good free throw shooter, but I probably
feel like his little mid-range shot was really good last year. It went away.
Remember, dude, in that stretch when Mobley was out, Jarrett Allen was just taking elbow jumpers like he was
Paul Gasol,
Dirk Nowitzki or Paul Gasol. Yeah, he was just nailing that. That game against Milwaukee, he hit 4 mid-range jumpers.
He said, "Don't mind if I do." Yeah.
Don't mind if I do. It was wild. And then he just stopped taking them.
Well, he missed a bunch in a row and then he stopped.
Mm.
All right, let me see let me get up his.
Well, he's always been a good free throw shooter, so it's like the mechanics are solid enough.
Well, doesn't he play with his afro if he ever hits a three? Isn't that his thing?
Yeah. He did take. Remember against who was it? He just did this recently. I think it was against Houston. Yeah, thank you. Maybe my memory's not that bad. Maybe it's
you just remember stuff that you care about, and you only care about Cavs stuff, which is that's probably the issue.
I gotta widen my interest, I guess. But against Houston, do you guys remember we had the comeback going, and then Jarrett Allen took a one-legged fadeaway from the mid-range, and I was like, have you ever taken that in a game before? I don't.
Right. So I remember saying that. Short mid-range shots, he's hitting 61%, which I think that's that little hook shot probably. And 33% of long mid-range shots.
Oh, okay.
How much is
not falling? Woo! DeAndre Hunter, another
2 for 6,
2-3 right there.
6. I missed it.
All right, 98-62.
His
the release point is so high. It's wild.
While everyone is in the chat, because we have a lot of people in the chat right now, we'll be doing playback all weekend. Tony's doing playback tomorrow. Correct.
Yes, I think we are watching the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets, I believe, but we're going to be checking out all the games that are going on tomorrow. So make sure you're following Fear the Sword on Playback if you want to stay tuned for that. And we're going to be doing some All-Star Weekend stuff. Jackson's going to be taking it on Friday, and I think I'm doing Saturday, Sunday. So got a fun week ahead of us.
Yeah. And, we'll see if I can oh, no, it's
Stream
froze again.
For me.
Okay, we're back. We'll see if I can. I'm doing the what was formerly the Rookie Challenge, the Rising Stars stuff. Gonna see if I can get through that without complaining about the format too much. So don't anticipate that. But yeah, so yeah, be there for that, guys. We appreciate your support for this game, but we would appreciate your support for those games as well, because it's a lot of fun when the chat's really fun. Yesterday, I thought that we had a lot of fun in the chat. Even though we didn't watch a lot of good games, the Raptors Sixers game was a lot of fun. So come by. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's always great. The chat makes this what it is. Air ball on the free throw. Woo. You'd miss moments like that if you weren't here.
Listen, ever McGill Cuddy, I will say that you will not find Myles Garrett coverage here.
Sadly, yeah. I am, as I've confessed on the stream before, I am really just an NBA nerd. I don't really keep up with the other Cleveland sports teams very much. And Jackson is not a Browns fan. So the only thing I'll say is
I'm a Browns fan.
I'm not going to have a take it all, actually. I'm not going to have a take it all because one of my goals in life is to never pretend to know about things that I have no idea about, if that made
That's good.
sense. And I can't really tell you much about the Myles Garrett stuff, so I'm not even going to pretend to have a take.
Yeah. I have takes. So
Yeah.
I did see a 95 Myles Garrett jersey at the CAVS game yesterday, or whenever it
Stand in
was, Monday.
solidarity. Yeah.
They said, well, I could still wear the CAVS jersey, so that's fine. Yeah, so speaking of, so the other day I was at the dentist and I saw maybe a hater that's bigger than me.
Oh,
This guy,
wow.
but I think he might have had something, he was a little crazy. He was at the dentist and it was the day after the Super Bowl and he was wearing all Eagles stuff, like Eagles jersey, Eagles hat. And the receptionist was like, congratulations on your team winning the Super Bowl. And he said, quote, I was rooting for the Chiefs. And she said,
Who's
wait,
a bet?
but you're wearing all Eagle stuff. And he said, no, I'm a Browns fan, but I hate the Browns so much that I wear stuff of other teams that are good just to let people know that there are other good teams out there.
Oh my God.
Like,
yeah,
okay.
That is a crazy level of commitment.
I was like, all right, man. And then he said, so I was like, and then he talked about how much he hated the Browns, but they're his favorite team. So I was like, all right, that
sounds like the average Browns fan.
Yeah, but I thought that the level of like just wanting to troll people and be a hater, I think that was there was a lot of commitment there.
You got to respect a hater that goes that far. It's not easy. And as we've seen all year, haters are up right now. Kendrick Lamar did the Super Bowl. Hate is in right now.
Hate is in. I mean, don't want to get political, but hate is in.
in more ways than one, yeah.
Yeah.
The Cavs seem to be the only, positivity bringers that are actually succeeding right now.
They seem to hate the Raptors.
True. Yeah, there's something personal when we play the Raptors. Kendrick Lamar's his smile, he's just a cutie patootie. He's so funny. Yeah, Kendrick was nasty levels of hatred, but it was I enjoyed it.
Yeah, he had everybody singing along at the Super Bowl.
Cavs Nation, we're up right now, man. Although the lead's been trimmed to 26. Luka Doncic and the Lakers. Is Luka playing tonight? Someone had mentioned that earlier. The Lakers are playing the Utah Jazz again.
That's so stupid that they're playing the Jazz twice.
That's what I was about to say.
It's so rude.
I would love to see them play an NBA team soon. Hopefully preseason ends before the All-Star break.
Yeah. Yeah, did you watch any of the last game? I didn't because I was trying to get done with all the Free the Sword stuff. So I didn't watch any last game.
I watched most of the first half, and then it was basically a blowout, so I didn't really pay attention for the second half. He didn't play that well because he just shot a bunch of threes and missed all of them. But it was so easy to see that
still be hurt.
He was clearly working himself back, but it was very easy to see that him and LeBron is going to be an absolutely diabolical duo because you have two supercomputers on the floor. Yeah, who could have imagined? First two plays, I think it opened up LeBron pick and roll, throws an alley-oop to Jackson Hayes. They get a stop, come back down the floor. Luka pick and roll, alley-oop to Jackson Hayes, and Jackson Hayes was smiling ear to ear because he just realized he's about to make an absurd amount of money, probably. I don't know what their contract situation is, but regardless, he has the easiest job in the world now. Just jump and dunk the ball. It's just, it's crazy. LeBron played really good.
The easiest job. Can you do that?
Well, no, but his job, this is the easiest it's ever been for him. LeBron was doing you could tell the game was over right away because LeBron was shooting one-legged fadeaways from the mid-range and everything was going in. So, yeah, who could have seen that this would be a fun pairing?
Kind of a bad end of the half for the quarter to the Cavs, actually.
Yeah, it was 95 to 58, I think. So was that a 20-5 run from Toronto to close the quarter?
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, let's see. We might not have Braun or Luka. No, Luka's in the corner. Let's see.
LeBron's
Some
on the
Luka
bench. You see him
magic.
he's putting his little thing on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean their center depth is going to be the thing that probably holds them back from really doing anything this year, but it's also just I mean it's hard for me not to buy into LeBron and Luka potentially giving someone a run for their money in the playoffs. Like this is just such a nasty duo.
As somebody with super pale skin who can't wear yellow, it's a shame that
Not a
Luka
good
looks
look for
so
Luka. Yeah.
he looks so. Maybe what he needs to do, maybe if he put to like a black undershirt.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the move.
Yeah, I actually don't think he looks that good in the Lakers jersey.
It looks
so
bad.
Far.
It's not that it looks weird; it just looks bad. So,
it's got to get in the tanning bed. Go to Santa Monica or something. I don't know how tan he can get though.
Listen, the Lakers changing their shade of yellow was absolutely nasty work. Nike has destroyed their uniforms; they're disgusting.
Yeah,
the purple ones are an abomination. They're so bad with the stupid black stripe down the side. Like, why did they do that? The Lakers uniforms never needed to be touched. They were,
yeah,
it's just so stupid. So,
and Dan mentions Utah does have like that bright white lighting, like that fluorescent lighting.
Also, not helping our pale brothers out there. No.
Lowry.
Remember when Lowry was good?
Yeah, he's had a bit of a step back this season. There you go. See, Jackson Hayes, jump and put the ball in the hoop. That's all you got to do, buddy. Look at him smiling. He's like,
he's smiling.
This is incredible.
He's very happy.
I mean, listen, they're going to be relying on him a lot more than they probably should defensively, but you couldn't ask for an easier, more simple role for just an athletic 7-footer.
Listen, LeBron at the 5 wasn't a solution in 2018.
Yeah, let's switch back to the Cavs here. So, yeah, if anyone hasn't seen this stat, the Cavs are 38-0 this year when they enter the fourth quarter leading. And the Raptors are 3-28. So,
well, I mean, really, that makes sense because when you're a bad team and you're losing, you're usually going to lose. And when you're a good team and you're winning, you're going to win.
Still 38-0 when you're leading into the fourth quarter is pretty impressive, though. I saw the reason I knew the stat, or I said if you guys have seen this one, because when they played Washington, Washington was 0-39 entering the fourth quarter, so 0-38, something like that. It's just a really funny juxtaposition.
I mean, Washington's also like 9-42 when they enter any fourth quarter.
Yeah,
so
they're not very good regardless. Donnie, man. All right, Cavs.
Need Isaiah Mobley out there.
Yeah.
He ate Orlando Robinson's lunch in the G League like 2 years ago. It was great. There you go, DeAndre.
Yeah. Jackson, what nickname is DeAndre Hunter going to have? I've seen people have thrown out.
The Cavs have zero good nicknames on the whole team. So
this is what we went over on the last stream. But I've seen
great play from Hunter.
Here we go. Come on, Craig. Yeah.
Oh,
great two-way play there. Hunter starting it. Yeah, we've seen D Hunt. The land is calling him Dr. Dre, as Aura just said.
Listen, we can just call him DeAndre Hunter.
You can do that, yeah.
I think that's...
one of the options on their poll was the D train. I'm gonna say we should not do that. Personally, I'm gonna advise against nicknaming him the D train. Donovan Mitchell hitting the ball. Yeah, headbutt the ball. Him and Darius have been headbutting the ball. Yeah.
Darius Garland's he's becoming more unhinged. I think every time Darius listens to that bad Leangelo ball song, I think he gets a little more unhinged, and it's going in the wrong direction. So I'm concerned about our point guard.
They're becoming menacing.
Not like a good type of menacing. Another one? Bang!
Woo-hoo! Welcome to Cleveland, DeAndre Hunter, a.k.a. Dr. Dre, a.k.a. D. Hunt. Or you can just call him DeAndre Hunter. Wow. 4 threes for
Willis.
DeAndre
Shout out
Hunter.
to him. Really was a pioneer
Man,
with the hats.
That one barely even touched the net. Poor man's Niang. Yeah, that's what some people are saying.
Listen, he did have a Niang stat line in his first game. I think that's important to point out. 12 points, 3 of 7 shooting from deep, 1 rebound.
I guess he's better off the bench.
Don. What do you know about Dontrell Willis?
Not much. I know his first and last name.
All right. Truly a pioneer with the hat. He was breaking ground, and honestly,
let's see this guy.
Need to break more ground. The pitching motion was insane. You had to go out and try it in Little League. Truly one of one. A good batter. Back when the National League actually had the courage to do what was right and let their pitchers bat. So
I'm gonna switch this to the Pacers Wizards game. It's a tie game with 14 seconds left.
Go for it. Yeah, slow clap.
Maybe I should have let you do it because it's not working for me. Oh, is it going to OT?
I have that.
All right, Cavs LQ saved us. Might already be going to OT.
We'll just go to the Lakers game.
I freaked it. I think it's for some reason on my Mac when I try to change streams, it doesn't work for me, but I can do it from my phone easier. So I'll just do that from now on. If I ever take control of the remote.
Even
nothing
when you're
else really
doing the streams yourself?
I mean, it works. It just takes a while. I'll click it and then it won't show up. And then I click again and then it does show up and then it goes away. It's just really silly.
The phone is much smoother.
Yeah. It looks like they're going to overtime over there in Washington. Tough look for the Pacers. Obi Toppin is 28. But Jordan Poole is 35.
The Pacers are like a mediocre team. And if you're a mediocre team, I don't think it's possible to have a tough look. Life is all about perspective, yeah.
It's
mediocre teams, sometimes they beat really good teams, and then sometimes they lose to really bad teams. That's kind of what they do.
Speaking of mediocre teams, the Miami Heat are up by 11 against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Listen, in the third quarter. I was saying I'm not in on Miami, but I'm in on Miami being better because I think it's more of an Eric Spoelstra team now.
You put all that
real sicko
goofiness behind you. Andrew Wiggins is still a fine player. He's not great or anything, but he's fine. And they got other pieces too. I forget what else they got. Terry Rozier has been, vindicated of that scandal. I think, right? Wasn't he found? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they vindicated him. Nice finish right there. Yeah, Heat culture is really back in a big way.
I'm not in on the culture. I'm more so in on Eric Spoelstra being able, I feel like Eric Spoelstra can raise the floor of a bad team more than he can raise the floor of you know what I mean? I feel like he can make something out of nothing as opposed to I think when he has something that's not good enough, I don't think he can take it to the level that it needs to be to win a championship. And I don't think anybody can, honestly.
So I think hitting the reset button is what they needed.
Yeah, they need to hit the reset button on the whole franchise and actually tear it down. But they're not going to do that. This is a great time to show this commercial, guys.
Could you make the game screen any smaller?
It's probably because they messed up that one. I can't tell who shot that.
Hunter missed.
Listen, when I was pitching my episode about me contracting 8 teams, Miami was on the list of teams to just get the axe.
Yeah.
Miami's gone. Orlando's gone too. We're just getting rid of Florida.
Take them both of them out.
You want to jump ahead of global warming. So it's what? If you have a chance to do it, get rid of them now. Washington's gone.
It's a fair thing to point out, actually.
It's way too many teams in Texas. The Mavs are gone.
3 teams in Texas.
The Mavs are gone now. I had before the season, it was the Rockets. They were my team that I circled. I had to keep the Spurs because of Wemby, but you know, like the Mavs did this to themselves, so get them out.
It's definitely pretty depressing for Mavs fans. They're getting kicked out of the arenas now. It's
also
what an unforced blunder from the Mavs. Just generational mistake.
Also getting rid of the teams in double markets. Clippers, Nets, you guys are gone. And now he didn't headbutt the ball. Come on, Donovan.
No tech. I think Scotty Barnes is maybe shocked at either
they got a foul
or the continuation. Scotty's either complaining.
I don't know.
Scotty complaining.
Should have been a delay game
on the floor. He's saying, yeah. He hung on the rim for a while. Okay, that's funny though.
Sometimes you get carried away and you think you're doing something cool, and then you look back and you say, "I don't know if that was cool." And maybe what Donovan when he sees that, he's probably like, "That was so cool" in his head. And then when he sees that, he's gonna be like, "Eh."
Can we say the Lakers are the greatest organization in history for the simple fact that they have some of the greatest players play for them? Yeah, I mean, listen, the reality is it probably comes down to LA or Boston, and I'm Team LA in that part. So yeah.
You know.
Yeah, show Donovan a clip of that.
Yeah, that's what I'll use my question. Oh, quick question. Do you think this is cool?
Honorable mention to San Antonio. Uh-oh.
Right.
How many threes have we hit tonight? Does anyone know?
You know what? I think we're onto something, Brian. BG.
Cool or not cool, yeah. Get a Mobley. Okay. 16 threes. All right. I had a feeling it wasn't crazy high, but with how hot they started.
It's really only
Good thing the Cavs built themselves a huge cushion because they've really kind of taken their foot off the gas. Just a little bit.
I mean, they took their foot off their gas and they're up 21 with 7 minutes left.
Well, they were up like 35.
But you know how hard it is to stay up 35? That's what makes it so impressive.
It's good they built the cushion.
What the Pistons did to the Bulls. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that was just an embarrassment.
And NBA players have some.
BG's like, please, can we not talk about the Bulls again?
Listen, we got to talk about, greatness in the opposite direction. Well, let's check in on the Bulls. We have time.
Let's see what they're up to, huh?
This Duncan run is pretty bad. Just watching like.
Oh yeah,
it's bad.
I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Can't even see it anymore. But yeah, looking. Celtics beat the Spurs. Magic have beat the Hornets. Pacers Wizards. There's 2 minutes left there, but 4-point game. LeBron on the floor. Alex Len on the floor. New Laker. Hawks and Knicks are in a close game, but there's 11 minutes left. And yeah, nothing too exciting. 76ers down by 7 to the Brooklyn Nets. What a horrific season. Did you see the Joel Embiid play the other day?
Yeah, I was here. We were.
Oh, were you watching it live?
We were watching, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was like 2 days ago.
It was, you can't stand in places on the court to get the ball if you're not going to do something with the ball when you get it there.
I don't know why I thought it was yesterday. I promise I'm not on the.
It was yesterday.
Or I thought it was 2 days ago is what I was saying. I forgot it was yesterday. Anyways, point is, yeah, Joel Embiid, terrified of the moment right there. Really weird play. Dribble straight into traffic.
So honestly, I think that in the context of the game, he was absolutely murdering them inside. So him going inside made sense. The problem was if you're going to get him the ball in the paint, he can't be in a position to catch the ball there. Like he can't. Yeah, and he missed a lot of threes as well, as Cavs LQ was saying. So like you have to. The play should have been for him to get it on the block or get it in the high post or get it like at the free throw line, not whatever it was to get him the ball at the 3-point line, because then he's going to have to go inside. So I think that was the issue there.
Well, he's got to take the three in that situation. I know like they should have set it up better, but because it doesn't matter if he was. I think he was like 1 of 5, 1 of 8 or something. He was not shooting the ball well from three. But when you're that open and the defense is literally packed in the paint, you either take the open three or you pass it, because you don't just dribble into traffic and lose the ball. I
think by the way, same.
Same.
Listen, it happens to the best of us.
Just making sure.
Oh no!
Oh
it's
man,
gone.
The black screen.
Do not love this.
Death. Well, so Jackson, what did you do today? How was your day? Yeah. Hell yeah. Pacers Wizards is in overtime. Don't make me go to the land. Cavs LQ. No.
I think I made.
Bear with us. Bear with
cool
us
or not cool moment. With me. All right. Yeah.
Cool or not cool. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Looks like our Hawks are taking an L. Not our Hawks. I don't know why I said that. Don't listen to me.
Hawks.
No, don't know why I said that. Our former Cavaliers are taking an L.
It does have my guy on there.
No former Cavs on the floor. Oh no, never mind. Karis LeVert's right there. I didn't see him. Tony's on that week. Come on, guys.
Maybe just come on, Tony. Like,
Yeah, I'm definitely not on my A game right now.
All right, I'm going to try the other. I'm going to see if I can get it on the Toronto broadcast. Oh, hold on. Bear with us.
Yeah, or it was a close game when I looked. I didn't know what the chat was referencing until just now I got it.
Hold on.
Honestly, it went over my head as well. Yeah, so we lost the Cavs stream for now. We're trying to get it back. Good news is the Cavs are up by $1 billion.
They're not letting me watch it on the Canadian broadcast. They're not letting me do that.
Oh.
So we're stuck with
this is a Trump thing. I'm just kidding.
I know they had some issues with
no more Raptors broadcast for Americans.
Yeah, I know that the Raptors playback people for SB Nation were having some issues with doing it in Canada, because League Pass Canada is different than like League Pass US, and it was only taking US accounts. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Anyways, I was going to go and write the recap. So
okay.
I may just pop off and do that now.
Yeah. There wasn't even much time left in the game anyways, was there?
Well, there was like 6 minutes. I was planning on jumping off at like the 5-minute mark. So currently...
Yeah, there's 4:50 now, so you can hop off and get that started.
So you can have fun trying to get the stream to work again. But guys, go to Food the Source. After the game, Tony has the grades. He's going to give everybody an A probably, because he can't give George Niang an F anymore, so everybody gets A's. So...
I don't think everyone's going to get an A tonight, but everyone will get positive grades for sure.
Listen, I have to write the recap. The recap's supposed to be up as soon as the game ends, so I got to get off to do that. But yeah, Tony has the grades, so Craig gets to see. The thing is, Tony would never have the integrity to do that. So.
I could never do that.
So see you guys.
Craig. Yes, see you, Jackson. All right, guys, what game do we want to watch? I know that this game is relatively close. Are there any other games that anyone have? Let me just pull up. I'll handle it myself. Let me look at Google real quick. Is this the game that we want to watch? The Hawks. It is a close game. 8 minutes left. We won't finish the whole thing because I do have to write the grades for the Cavs game. But this is probably the best game to watch, I guess. Well, let's check the Pacers real quick. Yeah. There's coming down to the final possession here. We'll check that real quick. Bear with me as I try to switch the streams. We've been having some technical difficulties, as everyone is aware. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, Jordan Poole at the free throw line. Indiana up by 2. 16 seconds left. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, just to round out my Cavs thoughts, pretty easy win. I mean, I don't take it for granted. Like I was saying earlier, there's only a handful. We're at the All-Star break. Their regular season is going to be over before we know it. And barring something catastrophic in the regular season, this is going to go down as one of the most fun and just joyous regular seasons the Cavs have ever had. It's one of the best teams we've ever had. And I'm just grateful for it, man. I'm trying to soak it all up. I'm just trying to enjoy it before it's gone, because the playoffs will be a whole different breed. It's not going to be, I mean, who knows? Maybe it ends in a very great way, but it's going to be way more stressful, right? Like it's not going to be as fun and carefree. Tyson hits the 3 for the dagger. Let's go. We'll tune back into the Cavs actually after this and come down to we'll see the final seconds there to close out the stream. But yeah, man, enjoy this regular season. We don't see many years like this in the NBA in general, but even as Cavs fans, like this is just such a great year. And I really am, like I said, I was getting sentimental just thinking about we're already more than halfway through it. All right, yeah, let's see if Indiana can get the ball inbounds. Yeah, this weekend's going to be a fun celebration too. So many Cavs representing. Oh, what's up, Max? Coming in from the land. What's going on, guys? We went ahead and tuned into a different game for now. We were having some trouble with our Cavs stream for some reason. The stream cut out on us, so we just switched over to a different one. But yeah, I mean, it's a good thing it happened when the Cavs were up by 30, because it would have sucked if it was a back and forth close game. But thankfully, the Cavs took care of business right away. And we got hopefully a good game here. Let's see what happens if Indiana can get the ball in bounds or not. I definitely recommend checking out Max and the Land on Playback. They do good stuff. Lot of fun over there. Great halftime show with their PowerPoint and everything. They have a bunch of fun different segments. Yeah, no, I'll send him an invite. Yeah, gotta enjoy this regular season. All right, they get it inbounds pretty easy there. Travers minutes. All right, we'll definitely check back on the Cavs in a second here. Let's see if it even works real quick. Just a black screen. So we might they're silencing the Luke Travers minutes. They don't want us to see whatever he's cooking over there. This game still going on. All right, Max, that's all good. We'll get you on here sometime soon. We'll get the crossover this way. Blame Tony for all the technical issues. It's not my fault, but you can blame me if you want. Like I said, the previous stream, I can take it. I have thick skin. So if you guys ever need to vent, just take it out on me. I can handle it. Yeah, I don't know what happened with our Cavs stream. For some reason, that one's not working. I think Jackson maybe hit it perfectly. Maybe there's something with the Canada situation. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Something with the league pass not working. All right, but he missed the free throw. This could get spicy now. No timeouts. Uh-oh. Streams. Bob Carrington, one of my favorite guys who I was looking at for potential, the Cavs to draft him. Fell in love with his game throughout my brief scouting period. Can't complain that Jalen Tyson, though. I've enjoyed the way that he's played this year. He's looked like a great pick. And he was one of the guys who I also loved. Jordan Poole, 40-foot game winner. Here we go. I can say he's probably going to shoot it. All right. I will say showed some maturity there going to the basket rather than pulling up for three. I would have guaranteed that he was going to pull up from 5 feet behind the three-point line, but he did go to the basket. With that said, at the angle that he had, he probably should have tried to pass it out. Let's see a replay of this. I like going to the basket, but then this is a really tough angle to finish from. So he wasn't able to center himself with the hoop. Yeah, like the announcer said, kind of lost where he was. In that situation, probably want to just plant your feet and stop and try to pass it out or keep your dribble alive. But Jordan Poole, can't say I'm surprised. Can't say I'm surprised the Wizards didn't get the best look down the stretch. All right, if he hits a free throw, basically seals the deal here. Either way, there's no timeouts for Washington. So even if he misses it, they're going to have to pull. Yeah, Jordan Poole has never seen a shot that he doesn't like. I'm honestly surprised he didn't just pull up from half court. All right, he hits them both. If you're Indiana, just don't foul. That's it. You don't even have to guard anybody. And they turned it over on the inbound. So good job by Washington. And yeah. All right. Let's see. I'll try one more time, see if we can get back to the Cavs game so we can end on their game. But let's see. Got to switch it from my phone here. Both Imani Bates and Luke Travers were blocked at the rim. Maybe it's good we're not watching them. We don't need to see that. I don't need my night to be spoiled, All right, give me 1 second here, guys. All right, let's see. Moment of truth. Is it going to work? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Well, how much time is left in that game? I mean, I think we can just wrap it up here. In all honesty, I think there's 16 seconds left too, so that works perfectly, guys. Everyone who's in the chat, thank you for being here. DeAndre Hunter, 18 points. Yeah, I mean, much better game there for him. Looked more comfortable for sure. This was a fun stream, so thank you to everyone who's hanging out in the chat. Like me and Jackson said earlier, there's a scuffle now. Who's fighting? Oh my god, why does this have to happen now? Who's fighting? TT. Okay. Is it like a shoving match? Did anyone throw a TT dunked? And then what? Did he push someone? I'm sure I'll see it all on Twitter. So I wish we could be reacting to this live. I apologize, guys. Again, it's not my fault, but you can blame me if you want. All's calming down. All right. That's okay. Little scrap before we leave. Cavs get the dub. A very easy, stress-free dub. And as Cavs LQ said, it is not my fault. Thank you. I'm glad at least one person in the chat is on my side. But yeah, thank you guys. As me and Jackson said, tomorrow I'm going to be watching the Warriors versus the Rockets as well as other games. Friday, Jackson's going to be watching the Rising Stars game. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll be here. I might try to get some special guests to jump on the stream throughout. And I think it's going to be a fun week just celebrating Cavs basketball and the season that we've had so far. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you're following if you aren't. And I hope you have the best rest of your night. Go Cavs.